Welcome sports fans and welcome back to another Manning Cup Schoolboy football feature. I'm your host Joe Mar.
I'm Rush.
And this is Decide That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and riveting sports topics, discussions and debates on the internet.
Yes, people, but before we get into this one, don't forget to like the video. Leave a comment and subscribe to Decide That Sports TV. And do one more thing first though.
Share the video to at least 10 people to ensure to get to 6 subscribers, because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, you know how many subscribers that get us by the end of the day, people.
Well, Panic Manning Cup team feature time again, as Joe Mar said, and we're here at Vauxhall High School. Yet to enter the field. You see, we're at the gate. See the field full, but even know which part of the Manning Cup team. Well, it's safe to say they're around there. They're usually the best dressed team on the field.
Yeah, they're well kitted and groomed. We see
yeah.
all of them very uniform, so I'm assuming that that's the Manning Cup team.
Yes, and I love to see it. I love to see when teams look organized, because that's a part of it. That's a part of the package. You know, whenever you look the part, a part of it is already done.
Treat a man as he is.
Yes, sir.
And he'll remain that way. Treat a man as he can be, and he'll aspire to do so. Love to see it.
Yeah, man. So when teams see it like that, they already take it serious. They already know that, you know, a lot goes into this program, and I want to find out some of the things that went into this program. Already starting off, not having 4 points from 2 games, that's not bad in a decent group, and they are putting up a challenge in this youth. So obviously we're going to speak to the coach, a new coach. We're going to speak to a few players, kind of a new team. So we want to see what's going on at Vauxhall. What are you looking forward to see in this feature?
You know, last year we spoke to a few young players, and I'd like to see that transitioning. You know, unfortunately Vauxhall don't have a 6th form, and I think that will set them back, you know, in terms of being able to go on, because Manning Cup, as we said, is won by the most 19-year-olds, the most, you know, our worst kept secret in history. So I want to see how they've managed to recycle their younger players. And you know what they're going to do, losing some players, some 17 and 18-year-old that would have probably been a good addition to the team this year.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, and I really want to see that also. So you know, I really want there for much longer. We need to go through the gate and go find a team and talk to them. So, people, forward.
Alright, we're here with head coach of the Vauxhall Manning Cup team, and I would say technical director of the Vauxhall football program. Introduce yourself, coach.
Okay, my name is Giovanni Codlin.
Alright, Giovanni Codlin. First of all, speak to us about your connection with Vauxhall and how it is that you ended up being the coach of this institution.
Well, I think Mr. Bradrick, the HOD of the football program, he was the one who took the initiative and had asked me during the summer if I wanted to be here. It was a long and thorough decision. We took some time to get it across, myself and my relatives and a few close friends, because you know it's a job with huge responsibilities, given a lot of circumstances that you'll be coming into. So we thought about it for a pretty decent amount of time, and we managed to be here through Mr. Bradrick.
Alright, give us just a brief synopsis of like your credentials or your coaching resume.
Well, I was at Vauxhall Gardens High School for 2 years. I coached at the U16, went to quarterfinals in 2021, lost only one game during that year when Stats won the U16. Ulmas gave us 3-0 away. We finished on 4 points in that quarterfinal group. Was coaching Tivoli School also at the under 19 level with Coach Nicholas last season. Coach club team at Tivoli Gardens U17 at the Valley competition. Also coach at LX Football Academy currently also.
First, I'm Rassi Robert, 16 years old, 5th form,
Alright, tell us about your football now. How many seasons have you played for Vauxhall so far, and what position do you play?
This is my 3rd season for Vauxhall, and I play central midfield.
Alright, as a central now, I want you to tell me about your game, you know. Tell me some things that we can see from you whenever we come to watch Vauxhall. What type of player are you?
A very versatile player. When you come watch Vauxhall, you can see passes, great passes, interception, hard-working player.
Alright, which player in world football that you watch, you can say you model your game after? Who is your football leader?
Philip Coutinho.
Coutinho?
Yeah.
As a central?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess it worked.
Name is Marcus Reid, a goalkeeper, and also the vice captain, as he said, for Vauxhall High School Manning Cup team 2023 season.
How old are you and what grade are you in?
I recently turned 17, I think last week Thursday, and I'm in the 11th grade.
Alright, so once again, you know, a recurring theme, a young captain, a young leader of the team. First of all, How did it feel when coach designated you as one of the leaders for this year's Manning Cup team?
It was kind of an overwhelming feeling, but I knew I was ready for the task. I've been playing for Vauxhall since the 7th grade. It's my second year of Manning Cup, so I knew I was ready.
Alright, speak to me about your game, as a goalkeeper. What type of player are you, and which player would you compare yourself to?
It wouldn't compare to, but I like to be like one goalkeeper and pass man. I'm not sure most of the people watching this would have known him, but it's John Wilson, former St. George's College goalkeeper. I played with Alex Marshall and them during the 2016-2015 season. Yeah, but for me as a goalkeeper, a goalkeeper only have one main job to focus on now, to prevent any ball that kick out from going into the back of that net. However, nevertheless, you have keeper and play in them box. You have a sweeper keeper. I consider myself more as a sweeper keeper sometimes, because I'm not really a keeper to stay in my box. Like, if a ball comes down the line, I can get to it before my defender or the striker who's into my goal. I'm going to get there. So yeah, that's just me as a goalkeeper.
Well, Javon Cummins, Vauxhall number 6.
Alright, and I want people to get to know you, so tell them what grade are you in, your age, your position, and how many years of football have you played for Vauxhall?
Well, I'm actually 16 years old. I'm in level grade right now. I played 2 seasons, last season and this season.
Alright, and which position do you play?
Central midfield.
Central midfield. Let's talk about you as a player. Tell us the type of player that you are. What can we see from you whenever we come to watch Vauxhall?
I just try to possess the ball as much as possible. I try to create chances whenever chances came. So yeah.
Alright, and tell us one player out there that you watch, on a Saturday or a Sunday or in the Champions League on Tuesday and Wednesday, that you can say, yo, you model your game after. Which player can you remind us of? Rodrigo. Man City.
Yeah.
That is it.
Alright, an accomplished coach, and this Vauxhall team, it might not be, what you're used to. Working with Coach Nicholas, an experienced coach at Tivoli, or working at Tivoli Gardens Football Club. Tell us the differences that you've experienced finally becoming a head coach at a senior program at Vauxhall.
Well, the talent is always going to be in ghetto heroes. Vauxhall have a few talented players, but to match the talent and the work, to be disciplined on the football field, and also to do good schoolwork as they are student athletes, is one we really look forward to see how much you can get that accomplished. It's going to take some time, going to take some challenge, and you're going to need huge support off the field to get that going.
And you speak about challenges. Tell us some of the biggest challenges that you've encountered since taking up this job.
Well, to be honest, I can't say too much, but one of the main one is that we wanted to occur a 6th form program at Vauxhall High School to took in a few players which I would have known at LX Football Academy. We had Russian Linton, who was still training with us. We had playing in Jaden Chambers. We were playing in Natalie Tomlinson, who would have really pushed the barrier of the team at a higher level. We also have a player who played last season in Akeem Burnbridge, that's called Teddy, and they also missing out. We also missing out on a player, and Dantes Miller would have played for Pembroke or Lilith Soccer. So missing out some key players due to the school not having a 6th form program, but we have to move on from that and work with what we have at the school.
All right. And speak to us about the pre-season. What was Vauxhall's preparation like coming into this season? We know last season's pre-season preparation was very bumpy and rocky. You guys, went through some things that we don't want to go back through. Speak to us about this year's pre-season.
This year it wasn't that different from last year. It started a bit late. Started camp, I think, like the 2nd week in August. So we had to play catch up, training like 2 or 3 times a day. From 6 in the morning, we'll get the rest. 3 o'clock in the evening, or out on the pitch again ready. A couple practice matches, a couple win, lose and draw, but nevertheless it was somewhat a good pre-season. Lads got time to bond on the camp, and it was a very decent pre-season for us this year.
Let's talk about your team for a second. Tell us about this group of players. You were here last year. What's different about this team? Seem to be having a better season. Talk to me about this team.
Well, this team, however, is a team where we can talk and have the bond. We can talk and each other listen. Last team didn't have that. I'll lose focus right there. Never have the bond right there.
This team, it's very young, inexperienced. That's all.
Alright, and you feel like, with this young team, with an inexperienced team, you feel like you guys can still put up a fight in this year's Manning Cup, or are you just there to get that experience to hopefully impact the competition next year?
No, we are here to put up a fight in this competition.
Well, I must say the preseason was excellent. We started on the 2nd of August. That's the first time we've been here, and since then it has been a really good one with the players. We managed to camp at the school, which have been excellent for us in terms of how we wanted to prepare them. I think we've done the best that we could have done, myself and Coach Douglas, in the way how we want them to play. I think we couldn't do any other better way.
And tell the people about this crop of kids that you've been blessed to work with.
We have a mixture of talented and players who are not at a good level at the 16-year-old, average 16-year-old in Jamaica. We're working with them to see how much we can improve them. That's our job also, see how much we can get them better. We're very much sticking to that task to see how much we can improve them.
Right, and you guys have a new coach. Tell me about this addition to the program and what has he brought to you guys so far?
Well, he's a great coach, as you guys see. He's a great coach. He brings a lot that wouldn't even expect a young coach like him could have bring to the team. So yeah, he's a great coach.
Alright, and the preparation for this year, I'm assuming you guys have had camps, right?
Yeah.
Alright, and how was camp, the nutrition on camp, the training on camp, the team and the spirit in camp? Talk to me about that. How was the preparation?
As I said, the bond is there, as always. It was a good experience during the camp. Yeah, bond was always there.
Alright, and what makes you so confident that they can put up a fight with such a young team?
Because the lads them they're disciplined, they're dedicated, and they're hardworking.
Alright, and the season ain't started. Yeah, we're a couple weeks in. How's the season going so far? How many wins, how many goals from you, how many assists? Talk to me about the season.
Going great so far. I got 2 assists, no goals, I said. Right. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 lose.
Alright, and what are you looking to achieve as a player? What are some targets that you're setting for yourself?
Some goals, some assists.
Just as long as they get some?
Yeah, some goals, some assists.
Alright, so going into the season, what are some standards or expectations that you'd have set out for these boys to accomplish?
Well, we have an internal task of 18 points. We're challenging ourselves to finish on 18 points and see where it takes us. That's the main objective. We started off pretty well. I would say we have 4 points from 3 games. We have a game coming Wednesday against St. Jago, which we're preparing for, and so much you can get a positive result at home.
We definitely see ourselves going through. We're getting out of this group. The team last year, as you know, a very bad season. Most of the players here was a part of that team last year, but nevertheless, this year we're kind of stronger. Last year, the first 2 matches, would have been a loss. We got, I think, 4-0 in our first match against Tivoli. Our first match this season, we actually drew 1-1. Second match, we lost 4-2 to Ulmas. Third match now, Papi defeated them 3-1. Yeah, so, and then on the Friday was 1-1 before the rain washed it out. So we're kind of ready actually.
Alright, so talk to us about having a lot of players, a lot of young players from last season coming back into this year's Manning Cup and how that experience would have helped this team.
Alright, and this season, what are you guys looking to do and how is your season going so far?
It's a great season. We're going for the 18 points, bring us to Walker Cup and take it from there.
Second round Walker Cup. Walker Cup is it.
That's a start.
Yes, man.
Alright, and lastly, before you leave the people, if you could give one message to the Vauxhall faithful, the people watching this video supporting your school right now, what would it be?
I would say football is about being patient and be able to develop trust. You must trust players, trust coaches, and be patient. I really believe that we're trying to push and do what we can do this year to compete and see how much we can be competitive against teams, and also we look forward to have a better season next year.
We're going to give you guys what you guys have been wishing for. You don't want to see Vauxhall go through. We're telling you from now, it's not going to be like last year. It's a new era. We're definitely going through this group.
Yeah, just continue and support Vauxhall, that's all.
Well, just keep on support. And I must say that Vauxhall will make you guys proud.
Alright, here we have it, people from Vauxhall High School's Manning Cup team. Spoke to the coach, spoke to a few players, spoke to the captain.
The vice captain.
The vice captain. Yeah, so the vice captain. We spoke to Roger, we spoke to Coutinho, bro. How do you feel about his team?
And John Wilson. This man never give you a comparison to our world star.
He never said Thibaut Courtois to our
Georges 15-16, which to be honest, I think, besides Jockey, the Woolman's keeper, would have been one of the best keepers in that year.
Alright.
But him said John, you get me understand? I think me have something to say. You get me understand? The only reason John play for Georgia because he got hard in.
Alright.
But him said John Wilson, he look up to.
That no bad, that no bad. That no bad. As a team overall, the boys spoke to us though. How do you feel about them?
Vauxhall always sending some articulate boys who know exactly what they want to say, you know, who understands the questions perfectly. And that in and of itself is just a very good accomplishment, because we see a lot of inner city schools, inner city players, you know, not having the ability or the competency to articulate themselves as well as we'd like to see them. And Vauxhall never ceases, you know, to impress, and that's something to note always.
And so far in the season, you know, one win, one loss, one draw. That's not bad to start. They're setting a target of 18 points.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. You know, I don't mind being aware and looking on the fixtures and say, all right, we can get 1 point from that game, 2 points, 3 points from that game. All right, this game's a tough game, so we might lose that one. You know, being self-aware and knowing what you're up against. You know, I like that approach from the coach. New coach here, by the way, and seem to be having these boys looking up to him and you know, understanding the task at hand. How do you feel about their approach to the money?
Yeah, and in addition to what you said about the coach, relatability, you know, somebody who's young and seems to rapport with them very, very well. The boys seem to love him. And you know, when you love a coach, you work really hard for him. And you know, as it relates to the boys, you know, we've seen them, you know, do a few drills. I've seen the goalkeeper in action. Seems like a very solid lad. You know, there are few talented players as well. And as you said, the self-awareness to know that this is what we need to get, and getting this will probably see us have a successful season.
There we go, people. I hope you enjoyed this feature. You know, we're not just giving you the Georges and the Casey and the Calabar. No, we're giving you as many schools as we can, and we're trying to diversify.
Yes,
you know, some schools that are in the middle, some schools that are at the bottom, some schools that are at the top. That's what we're trying to do, people. I hope you guys are enjoying these features. I hope you enjoyed this one today. And if you did enjoy this feature today, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to this side at Sports TV, and one more thing for us though.
Share the video to at least 10 people to ensure to get us 6 subscribers, because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, you know how many subscribers that get us by the end of the day, people.
Well, for now though, this was the side at Sports TV
from Vauxhall High School.
We out.